Here's what $1,650 gets you in Fukuoka, Japan. The home we're looking at today is absolutely gorgeous. This unit is split into 4 levels with also rooftop access. So once you come into the first door, you're greeted by the garage and then this outside area over here. This area is good for cleaning motorcycles or bikes, but also we have to have the drain because it's open air. This home also has several balconies, and look at those gorgeous windows. Here you can see the first door you need to enter. And now let's actually go into the home. The first portion we enter into the house is where we take our shoes off, called the genkan, which is absolutely standard in all Japanese homes. Because here in Japan, we do not wear our shoes in the house. So because this is 4 levels, let's start with the very bottom one. So here we have a tinier room. Definitely I wouldn't use this as a bedroom, but this might make a great office, especially if you're living with other people. Being down here, you're away from everyone and the noise. You have a closet you could use for your suits. Also, I love how the lights are set into the wall like that. I think someone told me they're called recessed lighting, but I'm not positive. If you know, let me know. And now behind this door, we have a nice storage area. And it's actually much deeper than it appears because you can look right around the corner and bam. Honestly, I think this is the perfect place to store your suitcases and things. Great little storage area. Definitely not typical in Japanese homes. Definitely an upgraded Harry Potter closet. Okay, let's head upstairs. Oh, as you can see in this entrance area, there's all that is storage. On the next level, we have the bathroom. And when I mean bathroom, I mean the room where the bathtub's at. Typically in Japanese homes, the toilet and bathtub are almost always in separate areas. The only time they're together are in cheap or very small units. And really the reason the tub and toilet are always separated is that in Japan, they view it as, well, we're getting clean, you shouldn't be doing dirty acts. Japanese bathrooms are almost always wet rooms. I've personally never seen one that isn't a wet room. I much prefer wet rooms over the Western style bathrooms. Western style bathrooms, you have to worry about getting the floor wet, whereas here, the whole room can get wet and it's no problem at all. Also, they're super easy to clean. The thing you just saw on the floor right there is for your washing machine. Japanese homes don't tend to come furnished at all when you're renting. So in Japan, you have to buy your own washing machine, and sometimes you have to buy your own stove too. Alright, here we are on the 3rd floor with the kitchen dining area. And again, if we look above, we have these lights that are set into the wall and they are just gorgeous. I love those. Another thing about Japanese homes and apartments, the kitchen area tends to be quite tiny. At least with this kitchen, you have this little counter behind me where you can put some things. Now, if we look right here, we have a dishwasher. And in Japanese homes, this is actually quite rare. These more expensive places tend to have it, whereas anything cheaper than this probably won't. But what's more common is this little fish grill right here. So if you love cooking fish, this is so convenient. 3 burners of induction heating, we have an exhaust fan. But yeah, this home will cost you the monthly rent of 25.5 man-en, which is 250,000 yen. And by Japanese standard, this is a fairly expensive place. The location of this home is in an area in Fukuoka called Nishijin. Of course, everything you need is in walking distance. And on top of that, there's a lot of attractions here too. You're in walking distance to the Fukuoka City Museum, to Fukuoka Tower, and Momochi Beach. So if you like swimming, definitely a bonus to living here. The closest subway is about 7 minutes. By subway, you can get around anywhere in this city. So here's the first of 2 balconies we have, not including the rooftop access. Kind of nice having this next to the kitchen because when you're cooking, you can open it and, help air your kitchen out. Alright, and that about does it for the 2nd floor. Let's move on. This is a really nice big open wall. Maybe I would put a TV there or maybe a projector. Oh, and before we go on, I gotta say, I love these glass doors. Here's another standard feature of Japanese homes. You got a little monitor to see who's at the door. And I mean standard, even at very, very cheap apartments, you'll have that kind of monitor. Here's the separate toilet room I was talking about. This is one of 2 toilet rooms in this house. And of course, this toilet has a bidet feature. Because I mean, are you really living in Japan if you don't have a bidet? Here we have one of the beautiful windows we've seen earlier. Unfortunately, you do have a view of your neighbors from here. So if you're someone who likes to walk around with minimal clothing, you might have to be a little careful. Here we have another tiny room. You could definitely use this again as an office or gaming space. Put your computer right under the air conditioning because this is Kyushu and we have brutal summers. Fukuoka is an amazing place to live, but if you're not used to humidity, that could be a hard selling point for some people. And if you're just ever looking to visit Fukuoka, I really recommend late fall and winter. Alright, the last floor before we get to the roof, we have the main bedroom. I personally love to sleep on Japanese futon, but not everyone prefers that. So here in this room, you have enough space to easily have a large framed bed. When I first did the walkthrough of this house, I saw the closet door. I'm like, oh, it's just another closet. Almost didn't look into it, and I'm glad I did because it's almost like another room. Definitely an impressive walk-in closet. I used to live in Seattle, and who knows, in Seattle, this might actually be marketed as a separate room, and your rent would still be like $800. And we have another little balcony before we get to the rooftop. I'm not quite sure how I would utilize these little balconies. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I have to be honest though, the first thing that comes to mind is that Japanese people love smoking cigarettes, so I can definitely imagine someone using it as a smoking balcony. And here's our second toilet room. We have a bidet, we got the sink, and let's look at the roof. Having rooftop access is a huge plus for me because 1, you get to sunbathe, but 2, set up a little coffee table out here and enjoy your morning coffee. I mean, you're just in an absolutely beautiful neighborhood. It's December here now in Fukuoka, and this was filmed about 4:30, so the sun is definitely a little low right now. But yeah, this house is definitely in a very nice area. You're in walking distance to Fukuoka Tower, the 3rd largest tower in Japan. I absolutely love this home. For me, it's a 10 out of 10. What'd you think? Would you live here?